Hey home stars, welcome back to the channel. You are in my decor design shop and I have two cabinets here that have a pretty rough back, doesn't look too good, and customers are walking in between here. And plus I can make this way more functional. So we're going to make it beautiful and we're going to make it functional by just using some trim that I found on the curb to dress it up. So I've already measured. We're going to go into the garage and we are going to cut the pieces. These pieces of lumber were used, I am guessing, for display. And then the big box store, we're just getting rid of it at the end of the day. So I figure I can use them. So I picked them up. I am going to be cladding the back, but I'm not going to clad it all the way down because there's a cabinet sitting in front of it. So it's not necessary to clad it all the way down. Okay, so the first thing I think I need to do is cut, there's a piece on the end of this that I need to cut off. And I should get my guide, but guess what? The end of this baby is not straight. So if I push it against the guide, it's not going to be straight. So what I want to do is just use the line that I have here. That's what I'm going to try to do. Go as straight as possible. When I'm doing the others, depends on the excess. I might not be able to use a guide either. I'll just have to draw a line and follow my line. Okay, so that was decent. So now I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use this piece to mark where I'm going to cut the other pieces. And have my pen here. And what I'm going to do after I have cut this piece, I'm going to use this to mark the other piece. Because sometimes there are incremental differences when you just set a piece on top. So if I use this and then I use this and then I use another piece, I could be adding the increments. And so by the time I'm done, the last one could be way longer or a little longer than the first one. So the first one is always your template. So I'm just going to put the square along the edge at the top here and then mark the line all the way across. There we go. So now I'm going to try my best to cut down the line. I grab another piece and as I said before, my first piece is always my template. Okay, now we have our trim that we're going to use. I'm just going to rest them here because I am thinking that I should move these things. These on top here. So what I'm gonna do is, here's my drill. I have some, I think these screws are 1.5 inches. So I'm not gonna screw into this soft part. I'm gonna screw into the frame of the cabinets. So I am gonna start with this piece. This piece is different from these. These are tongue and groove. So I'm gonna try to use the tongue and groove system when I am putting these pieces on. But we're just gonna use this to cap off everything. Okay. That should be fine. So now I'm gonna put this in. Just gonna line it up on the edge there. You know, I was gonna put 2 in each. Now I'm wondering if I need 2 in each. You know what? I'm gonna do it because I want to be able to use it. I want to be able to use it without any fear. That's gonna rip off the back of the cabinet. These trims are made from compressed materials, from sawdust. Okay, good. Okay, so now this piece, what I'm thinking is that I don't want to, let's see how it would look, put the tongue, oh, it doesn't look bad with the tongue being up there. Yeah, it doesn't look bad with the tongue up there. Yeah. So now don't tell me that I did all this without turning on the camera. That happens sometimes when you work by yourself, right? So I screwed this piece in. It's different from these and it's narrower. I just use 1 screw in the middle here and 2 at the ends. Now the cabinets, what I did in order to get the trim onto the back is to use the frame in section. So I didn't put any screws because in here it's pretty thin. So I just put the screws on the frame or into the frame itself, right? So now after I did the first piece, then I put the second piece on, and these are tongue and groove. So I chose to put the tongue up against the first piece of trim, and then I was able to then stick the tongue under this piece, screw it in, stick the tongue under this piece, screw it in. And I chose to use 2 screws in the middle here on these because they're pretty wide. And I put 2 screws on the ends